Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The offense set for a first down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're working that left side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Apparently, line number one on the game plan, attack, now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
They go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. Open space at the 25. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Third and goal coming up here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's got his man.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good, and that was dead solid, perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do.
Hey, give me a second. My depth chart ain't right. Appreciate it, bro.
Risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Takes the handoff. It's Bell. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the finish.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting into rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He'll call for the fair catch here. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he makes the catch. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. Fakes the grab on the left. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying, and a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
A first down for the offense. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He's got the tight end. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Crosses the 30. He's loose. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Georgia is just getting the backside of those silver britches kicked today. This is the kind of game diehards of other SEC programs have been waiting for. They're trailing by 14 to Arkansas. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He makes a catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Finds his target down the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They knock him down right there.
A wide receiver. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback will audible. On third down, going up top. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Field goal is good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. First down for this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Bell. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
He's looking deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The play action fake. Looking for an open area to his left. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it. Came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Wants to throw on third. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. It's caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. The give to the right. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Wide out in motion. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. But two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got out of trouble and throws. This one's complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
He throws one to the left.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Great job in coverage by the defense. He just had nowhere to go with the ball.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Coming after him. trying to make magic with his feet. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to pass it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Let's go. They'll leave it with him. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. How about this? These guys are going for two. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. He finds the end zone for the two, and now the lead is 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. This time he's got it. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. The thing that made that play work is that it created the matchup they wanted and let the running back create after he caught it.
And Reese, you see more and more of this in college football. Taking the backs and using them as weapons, right? Getting them out in space as much as possible. Get them matched up on a linebacker where I can now run a route where I sell it outside, cut it inside, and I win.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bell.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield. If he lines up a wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Off the play fake. He'll take the deep shot. And it's caught inside the 30. Lean for the wire. Touchdown. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arkansas. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They'll give it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll put the tight end in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Gain of 1. 3rd down coming up.
A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. From the gun on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Dennis. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And how about that 3rd down? They go 5 wide. They spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. The give to the back. Strong, firm tackle.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
And as they come to the line of scrimmage here, you can take the lead with a field goal, but a touchdown here gives you extra cushion. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout by the offense.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now they regain the lead. After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
1st and 10.
First down here for the offense. They'll go to the ground. On the move is the 30. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
17 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Direct snap. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down, no harm.
And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. Inside the 10. And he will house it.
And I love what the secondary does here. You know the blitz is coming. You know the ball's going to come out quick. They react to it quickly, get the interception, and then Palmer, they know exactly what to do with it once they do.
No doubt, and I think the hit certainly affected some of the accuracy on the throw. Quarterback's got to do a better job getting that ball out sooner, but once the ball started to flutter a little bit, didn't go exactly where he wanted, the defense was opportunistic. And not just getting the pick, but having the convoy taking it to the house.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Give to the running back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends to the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pocket starts to collapse. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make.
Got enough space. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Line gets set. First down. They're going to test the right side with this one. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Second down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I think everybody will look at that play, and you'll probably go, why the heck would you run the football? Well, you run it because it's second and forever. Well, now it's just third and ever. At least you limited it to now where it's a situation where you can go get that third down, and it's not so unmanageable that you have to chunk the ball down the field.
And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Hawaii is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Oahu, one of the more majestic places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boise State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got to...
He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long through the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Turns it on in midfield. Oh, look out. There he goes. The tag. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
Touchdown. Number 21 with the carry.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play came on a 61-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking to move it through the air. He'll try to do it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. The handoff keeps working on that clock. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll go with a direct snap. Crosses the 40. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I've been really impressed watching this guy carry the football. It's been a serious workload. They've been force-feeding him the rock throughout the course of the game, and what's most impressive, he's getting better as the game goes on. That was his longest run of the game.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He'll try the left side. Got room at the 35. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Leaves it with the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.